All right, welcome back, people. We're gonna get into the big game that everybody want to talk about.
Yeah.
The big game everybody want to see. The big game that was anticipated. Blackout versus Rockstars. This is the number 1 seed versus the number 3 seed. Rockstars coming fresh of a big win to Shockers,
Yeah.
and Blackout coming over a win beating Primetime. These teams are I would say, I mean, even though the Shocker was the number 2 seed,
Yeah.
Rockstars was as formidable as they are.
Yeah.
Rockstars has showed the ability to beat anybody in this league, which is why they got here. And these two teams met earlier in the season, and you had Blackout just beating Rockstars 22-21. And the reason I think that came away and what they did well against Blackout is they wasn't like other teams. They were not intimidated by them. They were not scared of them, if you don't understand what intimidate mean.
Yeah.
And they have the same type of firepower to compete with Blackout as they come in with the number 3 offense as Blackout come in with the number 1 offense. The only problem is Blackout come in with the number 1 defense and Rockstars come away with the number 6 defense.
And that is the main issue, the main difference between these two teams. One thing we gotta say is with the Rockstars, a lot of people would pick the Shockers over them,
Correct,
because of how they play. But the Rockstars are a team that we said it about Newbury. They play up to whatever team that they play against. They play up to their competition. The thing about it is they're a team that goes on good runs. They're very tough. They're very aggressive. And any team that takes an eye off of this team, they've been surprising. They've been doing it all through the playoffs. Another thing about this team is, like you mentioned, that they're number 6 in defense. So even though that's the case on paper, that doesn't mean that you have to play them like they're a number 6 defense, because they have the opportunity to make big plays that will surprise many teams, and that's exactly what they'll be doing, and that's what Blackout has to watch out for.
And I think the main key plays that you got to worry about on Rockstars is, one, their quarterback. Mimi has been the most efficient quarterback, I would say, almost in Rockstar's history. Don't get me wrong. They had Tommy last season when they played in the A division. But the difference between Mimi is Mimi brings an energy that's right up the Rockstar's rally. He brings a toughness that Tommy didn't bring. Tommy's more of a finesse quarterback. Mimi is an aggressive, pedal to the metal, I'm going to let you know I'm here type quarterback, which fits right into what the Rockstars do. If you look at the quarterbacks they had in the past, they had June. June doesn't bring that. They had Tommy. Tommy doesn't bring that. Mimi is the one quarterback that fit the Rockstar style. And they bring in a guy like Sunray, who I think is one of the most underrated offensive players in this league. You add that with the other several players that you can name now that they have, this team is very formidable.
And the thing is, there's also Kai, who's been their downfield guy that's been making some great plays throughout the season, so you always got to watch him. He's a danger out there for any defense. Then you have guys in the slots like Ruben and Sticky that are able to help them drive down the field. So all of these guys put together and
with Chiba,
with Chiba,
and I want to throw different names in Mo.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
And the funny thing is, we mentioned Mo last because I think that he's the most underutilized player on this Rockstars team. Rico's another one underutilized. So if these guys are able to step up with the team that they've been consistent with now, the Blackout team has a game in their hands.
And two of their muscle guys, you got Shaq. One thing, he's going to bring the physical toughness, and he's going to bring that bully mentality. And you got their coach, Ty, who I think should have got Coach of the Year. He did the greatest job in his division. In order to keep all these egos together and have them in this position, definitely a guy that you got to talk about coaching.
But let's not talk too much about Rockstars.
We're going to talk about
without talking about Blackout.
Blackout come in with the number 1 offense, and I think they come in with, no disrespect to Ramsey. Ramsey's good, but Alex is the best quarterback in this division. He is Alex Mahomes. The guy has showed the ability to score points, 25.6 points a game. This offense scored, the ability to make any throw in the league. And this guy has definitely brought this Blackout team to the next level. When you add the weapons, Meek having an Offensive Player of the Year season, which he ended up winning. When you have different guys on this offense, who I'll let my sidekick go ahead and give you those names, this team is very formidable. middle, especially their defense.
And first of all, the first person you got to mention on their offense, and I think it's probably the most dangerous weapon that Alex has, is Meek. Meek is one of their best receivers. He's not necessarily one that's gonna beat you in speed, but for his size, he is very fast.
He's a good route runner.
A person that's also been underutilized this season is Mace, and he is here to make some big plays. You saw him make some big plays in the Final Four game, and he's looking to continue that in this game. Prank, so you said
their best downfield guy, best offensive player.
So you said that he is their second best offensive player on this team.
Behind Alex.
Yes, and the thing about it is since you take Alex away, since he's the quarterback, Prank steps up as that big-time offensive player.
Vadim has been very dangerous in the red zone.
Yes, in the red zone and on the extra points or two-point conversions, Vadim is their best weapon there. Then you have Chris, who is probably a guy that does a little bit of everything on this team. He's also a decent defender. So they have him at ball giver. They shift this guy around to put him in position to do whatever they need him to do, and he's done that. Then they have the defensive interception leader in AB playing in the middle. So you have so many weapons on this team.
You have AB, you have Jay at the safety, you have Mike in the middle, who's not really a zone guy, but not really a cover guy, but if you throw that football over the middle, he's going to make you pay for it. So they have a lot of weapons, too many names to sit down and go through everything. Jigger, a physical corner, they have a lot of weapons, and at the end of the day, you have a lot of stars on both sides of the field. The key is right now is who is going to play what style. Blackout wants to end the game early, and Rokkstars want to get physical and beat you up a little bit to let you know that they're in the building. So we're going to jump right into the game right now as we gave you an idea of both these teams. We gave you an idea of their personnel, and now we're going to jump right into the game. First down, Alex throws a Mace open on the sideline for a nice game, picking up the first down. If you look here, Sunray and Chris run into each other during the play and gets Mace open. Mace is a guy who has not been here every week. We're not going to say he's punched the clock every week. But when the guy is here and he punches that clock, he's definitely an offensive threat. Great play by him there. Second down, Alex throws a Meek in the gap. Meek goes for the catch, but the ball comes out incomplete. Third down, Alex on 5 rush is sacked by Kai before he could throw the ball. And you talked about Kai making plays, and they got Kai a ball giver this game because they want to bring up the speed and his playmaking ability. Great sack there by him. Fourth down, Alex throws a Mace in the front of the end zone. Low, incomplete, turnover on downs. And that is huge if you're this Rokkstars team. You don't have a top defense. You're playing a top offense. And the ability to shut them down on their first drive is definitely a good way you want to get this momentum going.
And the thing about this offense on Blackout, they are not infallible. They have weaknesses.
Correct.
They have things that you can exploit, and Rokkstars are taking advantage of that. One, switching Kai to the ball giver, he's able to keep up with Alex and keep him honest in the pocket. That's one of the reasons why they were able to come away with a good defensive stop here.
First down, Mimi throws the Kai on the sideline. Kai makes a catch, but is pushed out of bounds by Alex, incomplete. Now, he's out of bounds, but this guy gets up off the ground and go gets that pass. Alex is able to knock him out of bounds, or that would have been a catch.
And the crazy thing is, this was a great catch by Kai, but this was even better defense by Alex, being there, being able to add the contact. If he doesn't do that, that is a big catch for some big yardage.
And Alex got beat. People say you can beat Alex over the top, and he got beat, and Mimi challenged him, but he was there to make a play. Great play by Alex. Third down, Mimi throws deep to Sunray, open on the sideline. Big game, first down, Sunray with a delayed route on the sideline that gets him open. You talked about Sunray's in-out sideline route, and he does it here right now, practically a wheel route. That is a great route by him. Mimi finds him. Sunray's one of the best offensive players in this field right now. Great play by him there. That's going to take us a 2nd and goal. Mimi finds Kai in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 6-0, Rokkstars strike right away.
And that was all Sunray written all over it. And I'm going to go and break down this play right here, because as you look, by the time 3 rushes called, that's when Sunray's running down the sideline. So because of that, the defenders are not aware that he's running downfield. By the time they react, it's too late, and Beamy gets him the ball. That gives them position to score, and a few plays later, that's a way for them to take the lead. And the thing about it is, Kai not only making plays on defense, but now he's showing that even though he wasn't able to make that big play early in the drive, he's able to get open in the back of the end zone, and Mimi's able to find him here.
Blackout's going to get the ball at the 10-yard line from the touchback. First down, Alex throws and Meek cutting in the gap. Nice gain, getting to the 45-yard line. That is a great play. A big chunk from the 10-yard line. They are all the way at the 45-yard line. Second down, Alex throws deep to Mace, who has a one-on-one with Sunray. Ball is caught in the end zone, but Mace is flagged for the pass interference. Tell me about the play.
And this play right here, as he's one-on-one with Sunray, if you look, he extends the arm to knock the player out the way before he makes the catch. Definitely a pass interference. If you look here, Mace doesn't even argue the play. He tries to get open, but too much contact from the offense, and because of that, they get flagged.
Third down, Alex throws to Chris in the gap for a decent gain, picking up the first down. Alex is going to throw to Mace in the gap for a decent gain. The question was this a catch?
And this is a close play. So in these championship games, sometimes you need as many angles as you possibly can get. So me personally, I don't have the proper angle to see exactly if he's able to get the ball. But shout out to Lou who shot ya, another cameraman out there. We're gonna borrow his footage, but just giving him a shout out for being able to use his footage here. If you look, he's able to keep the ball above his arm.
Yeah.
It does not drop on the ground, and because of that, that is merited a catch.
Third down after incomplete pass. During a free play, Alex finds Chris in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Rokkstars get flagged for too many men on the field, 6-6. Now, Mo says he's called timeout. I'm going to take you over this play real quick. After the third down incompletion, Alex says he's going for it. If you look here, Sunray, Kai, all them guys are on the line, so they know that Blackout is going for it. If you look here, Mo's calling timeout. Now, I don't know if he yells timeout, but he is signaling timeout. No official see them. Now, their problem was that why wasn't they granted the timeout? The play should have stopped. I agree. But no ref blew a whistle. And the offensive players are going. So that means as a defense, you got to know we were not given the timeout. Like I said, some of them doesn't even know they called the timeout. You still got to get in position to make a play. They still had an opportunity to make a play. They were so busy worrying about stopping the play rather than playing the play that they got caught. Ty is on the field. Alex points him out. The ref takes a look, and I'm the ref, and I see him still on the field attempting to get off. That is too many men on the field all the time. They get the flag. Alex gets the free play, finds Chris in the corner for the touchdown.
And the thing about this play is, even though they didn't get the flag, if you look here on the defense, they give Chris way too much space on this play. So even if you do not get the flag, that doesn't mean that you don't play to the whistle. So as soon as if the play is called, if the play is live, you stick with the play, and that's not what they do. It seems like they got confused because you can see my flag come out, but they can't see it. You see Fish flag come out. So you know it's a free play. So you know you got to stop them from scoring. It looked like they just froze. They didn't really know what was going on, and I think they practically got caught with their pants down. And that's unfortunate because they had the lead, but they give it away based on a mistake. They had an opportunity to stop this Blackout team, but Blackout gets away with one, and they get 6 points here.
6-6, we have a tie game. Third down, Mimi throws a Ruben in the gap for a decent game, picking up the first down. Next play, Mimi throws a Ruben in the gap. That's going to be dropped. Ruben has to catch this ball. You can see Mimi building confidence with him. Last week, Ruben complained about not getting the football. I give him respect today. He said before the game he's not going to have any person I ain't asked who's going to play ball, and he makes a good catch, but he can't follow up with a second catch, and that's the problem with Ruben. He's sometimes inconsistent. Third down, Mimi throws a Siki in the gap for a decent game, getting him to the 15-yard line. Fourth down, Mimi with blocking from Shaq is still sacked by AB. If you look here, Mimi rolls left as Shaq is blocking, and AB runs right in past him for the turnover on downs with 30 seconds left. What do you think of that sack? Huge sack there at the 15-yard line. They got sacked there.
On this play, this is clearly a miscommunication between Shaq and Mimi. You already mentioned that Shaq is not the best blocker on his team, the best blocker for a situation like this. But I'm not going to blame Shaq specifically on this play. I think that they both have to communicate where the quarterback is going to roll out. That dictates where the block is going to happen. So because none of them communicate, as Mimi rolls to the left, all AB does is run around Shaq, and he's able to get the free release for the sack.
30 seconds left. Alex with 2 passes in the gap for a first down. Then Alex with a short pass of Pranks as he runs out with 1 second left. And this is another controversial call. They said that there should have been no time left on the clock. Let's listen to the play. You can hear Warren yelling 2, and he got out. the Rockstars felt they got jerked on that play, that there was no time. But you can clearly hear Warren say 2, and Pranks get out of bounds. So that's another controversial call that we're going to say we don't agree that is controversial. The first one, we agree that they should have been a timeout call. Yeah. But the Rockstars had enough time to adjust because they wasn't granted the timeout. So that's another one we're going to kind of throw out the window. Last play before half, Alex on fire brush throws a Vadim in the front of the end zone. The ball is caught, but ruled outside the end zone. No touchdown. 6-6. Tell me what you think of the play.
And this play was super close. And again, since I'm trying to cover all of the field, some people say, oh, on plays like this, you got to record from the sideline.
Right.
But if I record from the sideline,
then you miss another angle.
There's another angle I'll miss. Say the quarterback gets sacked, anything like that. I have to be there for those plays. So that's why I record from the middle of the field. But I'm going to use shots again because he has a better angle than I do here. So because of that, we're going to look at this here. And if you look, I believe it's close, but you can make an argument
both ways
that it could have went inside the end zone. Me personally, if I'm a ref, please don't ask me to be a ref ever in life. But my eyes on this play here, I would say, you know what? I probably would have granted them the touchdown. Right. But, I'm not a ref. But, again, that's a close play. That's fast motion. The refs are going to see what they did. And, unfortunately, for Blackout, it was ruled not a touchdown.
What I hate about players in this game is a bang-bang play, they say they got jerked. Do you understand what a bang-bang play is? We slowed this down. Vadim goes to the ground.
Yeah.
Now, he makes an awesome catch, but because the way he turns his body, it looks like the ball is moving.
Yeah.
I didn't say he didn't catch it. It looks like as he catches the ball and he turns, the ball is moving. And when he regains possession, it looks like the ball is out of the end zone. So that's what it looks like to the official from that angle. But from who shot your angle, it looks like it's possible that the ball just broke the plane. Bottom line is, a bang-bang play is not a jerk. A bang-bang play is not a missed call. It's called a bang-bang play. It did not go your way. And that's my issue with plays. And the only thing is, I'm only going to take criticism and advice from guys who has ref the game. If you have, I've done that part. None of these guys who usually criticize or sit down and have all these opinions have ever put on a jersey, have ever attempted to do it. So how dare you sit down and criticize the ref for saying you did a terrible job, this and this and that. I completely disagree. But on this, from who shot your angle, it is possible that ball might have just broke the plane, but because of the way Vadim moved, it looked like it's possible the ball rolled.
You know why I'm looking at you like this, right? Because I think you kind of took a shot at me. Like, oh, I did that part. So that's a shot at me, I think. So it's like you're starting controversy with other guys, but you're really starting controversy with me. Only because, yes, I was not in the league, so I didn't play back in the day, yada, yada, yada. That's fine. Listen. But
basically what I'm saying is it's so difficult to make a call with the ball at the last second. The hands is quicker than the eye. The ball is quicker than the eye. You have to make a split-second decision. And not saying referees got to get better. We all got to get better. The NFL got to get better. And they get paid thousands to do it. What I'm trying to say is guys are quick to say we got jerked. That's never been that position.
All right, listen. I refed for one day and I quit because I couldn't do the job that a lot of people do. But listen, I want to get besides that because we're finally in halftime and we get to assess what's going on in this game. The funny thing is, all of this that's going on, it seems like the game is over, but it's a 6-6 tie at halftime. So we have a whole nother half of football left.
If I'm Rokkstars, I'll take this. We are the 6th ranked defense in the league. 6. The only teams that had a worse defense than us was New Breed and YGs. That's it. We have a bad defense, and we gave up 6 points to the number 1 scoring offense in the league. We stopped them twice. We will take that. We showed that we can stay with this team, that we can fight against this team, and we're as good as this team. So I'm taking that, and I'm ready for the second half.
And if I'm Blackout, first of all, they may look at it as, we were supposed to score before the half. We kind of lost that one or whatever. Fine. But you had multiple opportunities to get ahead in the half early in this game. again, a lot of people will say, you don't go by the team that's on paper, what their stats are on paper, but whatever. But Blackout, if they're looking at each other right now, they know that they are the better team on this field. They know that they're supposed to put this game away earlier. So they're playing, it's like, if I'm Blackout, I would look at it myself like, I'm playing games right now. We need to put these dudes away. They actually think that they can beat us. And we got to prove them wrong. We got to show them that we're going to lock up on the second half. We're going to complete more passes. We're not going to take them. We're going to take this game more seriously because we've been here already in this championship mode, and we have to show it in the second half why we deserve the championship in the end.
We're going to jump right into the second half. Third down, after 2 short passes, Mimi throws a Ruben in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first down. Like I said, Mimi is comfortable throwing to Ruben. They're better sync this week. Great catch by Ruben there. Mimi then throws a Herb in the gap, getting him to the 20-yard line. Second down, Mimi throws to Ruben in the front of the end zone. Ruben jumps to make the catch. With the contact, the ball's he's gonna go down and make a drop. Fourth down, Mimi on 5 rush, throws it kind of back of the end zone. Knocked away by Jay. Turnover on downs. Nobody's open. Second down, they were supposed to score. They had an opportunity to score. Ruben had the catch. He didn't make it. Tell me about the play. They thought Ruben should have been granted this touchdown. Tell me what you think of the play.
But if you look at this play, as Mimi throws the play in the middle of the end zone, Ruben, in my opinion, he goes to jump to make the catch. He doesn't have to jump to make the catch. And I'm going to tell you why. He jumps to make the catch. Alex again with the contact in the middle of the end zone. Ruben, as he comes down with the ball, he can't hold on to it. It comes out incomplete pass. But if he goes up to catch it with just his hands, that's a touchdown. You do not need to jump all the time to make this catch. That's why you got to use your hands. That's why they always tell receivers, favor your hands when you go to catch the ball. When you're trying to jump to brace the ball with your chest, that the contact can knock the ball out because it's not fully in your hands. But when you catch with your hands, that would be ruled a touchdown because he's already planted on his feet. He's in the air. You have to maintain possession. He doesn't. That's an incomplete pass right there.
He has to make that play. We've seen him drop 2 passes today. He has to make those catches. Alex on first down throws deep to Pranks, who has a step on Chris. That pass is dropped. That was a great throw by Alex. It stood in the air. Pranks just couldn't hold on to it. If you see it here, incomplete. Alex then with 2 passes in the gap to get them to the 45-yard line. Fourth down, Alex on 5 rush, throws deep to Chris in the middle, high, overthrown, turnover. Chris wants a flag for the pass interference. He doesn't get it. Everybody's covered. What do you think?
This play, first of all, this is a head scratcher on why he decides to go for it on 4th down. I guess he tried to catch the defense by surprise, but Mo is there for this pass and ultimately is overthrown. This is decisions that Alex makes that keeps him out of the running as a better quarterback. You would be on the listing as some of the elite quarterbacks in TFL if you made better decisions like this, but this is not a good decision here. Now, granted, nobody's open on this play. Nobody's running a proper route to get the first down. So this is not only on him, this is on the receivers not trying to separate to make the play. So this was a bad offensive play on a 4th down when you're only 5 yards away from the first down.
First down, Mimi throws it somewhere in the gap for a nice gain. Third down, Mimi throws it somewhere wide open in the middle. Sunray dodges the tag, runs in for the score. Bito's going to get the extra point. 13-6, Rokkstars. And this is why I'm talking about Sunray as an offensive player. This guy is definitely a better offensive player than he is a defensive player. This guy is great offensively. He needs to get the ball more. Look at not only the catch in the middle of the field where all Blackout's muscle is, he's also able to make a cut, dodge Alex's tag, and get into the end zone. Now, we see the end of the play by Mimi. I think that was a cheap shot. I think that was definitely uncalled for. The leagues are now bringing in rules for hitting defensive receivers, but we're not going to really get into that. Tell me about the touchdown.
And this one, again, okay, barring the late hit by Mimi, the unnecessary hit by Mimi, this was a great throw. This was him finding Sunray in the middle of the end zone, throwing it right through the heart of their defense, finding the space, and getting an accurate throw to Sunray. And Sunray is probably one of the best, if not the best, route runner on this team.
Correct.
He's able to get through the gaps in the defense and find a hole into the end zone. So this is a man that needs the ball, like you said, much more, as every time he touches the ball, something good happens, and that's 2 scores. that Sunray was a part of in both drives, and they take the lead back in this game in the second half.
First down, Alex during a free play rolls right, just gets the ball up. Chris is wide open in the middle for the big game. First down, offsides on the give a decline. Shaq leaves Chris open in the middle. What's Alex tag? It's a lot of information, so I'm gonna break everything down.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I don't think that if you look at the defense, I don't think that they knew that Kyle was going to come in. Mm-hmm. Kyle comes in on 3. Mm-hmm. Alex is gonna roll right. If you see he just gets the ball off, Kyle doesn't make a clear tag. Mm-hmm. It's not 2 hands. He misses one of the hands if you see here. Sideline goes crazy. Especially I think it was Heck or one of the guys on the sideline. I don't want to say it was Heck because I'm not sure. I just think because I know he was arguing the call.
Yeah.
Alex didn't get tagged. That's a tough call, and if the call was made right, I made the call. If I would have missed it, I would have said, right here, I missed it. But you see, he don't get 2 hands on him. But the question to this is, look at the defense. Break down how is it possible that the defense knew that Kyle was going?
I don't think that they did. You're saying that how is it possible that the defense knew that Kyle was going in, and I don't think that they did, because if you look in the gaps, look at Shaq. First of all, I'm going to highlight Shaq on this play right here. And Shaq is not only not looking at the offense, but he's not even running. Like, he's just looking around like he's confused. He doesn't see Chris run behind him. And the closest player to Chris on defense is Pranks, and that's on his own team.
And you see where Sunray's at. Sunray's dropping back.
Yes.
So you already know if you're taking a free shot, you got to stay with the guy because you know they're going to take a shot downfield. But Sunray's back. He doesn't even know that they were going. And I think, like you said, him and Rico's back. They don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
So that gives Chris an opportunity to run short in the middle, and the closest guy to him was Pranks. This is a blown coverage play.
Yes.
When you're going to blitz the quarterback to try to force him into make a mistake, you cannot mess up in coverage. That's exactly what they do. Taking out Alex on 5 rush is sacked right before the throw. Kai gets him here. Now, Blackout was mad at me. They said, well, Jay, you wanted to give them a makeup call because you think that you blew the call. Did he get tagged?
He got tagged.
So this is the criticism that us as officials get when the players think they see something that they didn't see. Blackout yelled at me stating he didn't get tagged. You're trying to make up a call. He got tagged before he got the ball off, but it's no problem. We'll take that. 4th down. Alex throws to Meek in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. 13-12. Rokkstars is up 1. If you see here, Chris lets him go. Points him out. But Mimi does not get there until late, and they score. Tell me about the play.
And this is something that I get tired of saying and repeating over and over and over again. And it's because Chris and Mimi, they're not directly communicating with each other. This defense does not communicate, and that's something a lot of teams have a problem with. You don't communicate, it leaves defenders isolated, and it leaves receivers open. If you look here, Chris is on the sideline. Meek runs right past him. Chris does not signal him out clearly to Mimi, and because of that, if you look at Mimi here, he's in the back of the end zone. He's not really guarding anybody, so if he shifts over this way, he has the opportunity to make a play with Meek. But because he doesn't, he reacts too late. By that time, Alex throws a throw to the corner to Meek. This is a 8-ball corner pocket throw, right accurate to Meek in the corner of the end zone. Great throw right through the defense, and the defense is not able to react in time to make a play.
My beef with this play is something that I always try to remind defenses when I coached. Stop looking completely at the quarterback. You're looking at the quarterback who's looking at the receivers who are looking at where you're at to get open. If you take a peek, you see where they at. I don't understand why defenses constantly make the same mistake. Look at where these guys are looking. Do you think they see me? No. They're looking at the quarterback who's looking at the receiver who is behind them. Another touchdown given up.
Typing. I don't know anybody. I'm sure most guys type on a computer or anything like that. But when you type on a computer, what happens when you look down at the keyboard all the time? You type slower because you have to look at where the keyboard is at or whatever. But when you're able to glance and type without looking, you're able to get used to where everything is at. You're able to glance and not keep an eye, and it doesn't slow you down. This slows down defenses when they're watching the quarterback too much. It's the same concept.
Yeah,
you gotta know to watch the defenders and not always the quarterback. You're able to make better plays that way.
They're gonna go for 2, which will give them the lead. Alex on 5 rush is going to throw the Mace in the back of the end zone. This is another controversial call. If you see here, Mace beats Sunray, going back to the left. Alex sees him and makes a throw. The throw is a little behind Mace.
Yes.
Sunray is able to go in the air and attempt to get his hands on it. But if you look here, Mace is in the air and he gets his hands on it also. It's not about who has more of the ball. It's about who has possession. Possession is if 2 people have the ball. In basketball, that's considered a jump ball.
Yes.
Because both guys simultaneously have possession of the ball. Not about who had the ball first. The point is, Mace is able to put his hands in and get on the ball as they're in the air.
But my thing is, none of them had the ball first.
No.
If you look at the play, they, like you just said, and the key word here, simultaneous. These guys got the ball at the same time. Some said that Sunray pulled.
Sunray said Sunray got the ball and they landed and Mace took it.
No, look at the play. Mace has his hands in it exactly the same time as Sunray.
And then as they're coming down, if you look here really close, the ball moves. If the ball is moving, that means nobody has full possession of the ball because the ball is moving.
Yeah.
As they regain possession of the ball when they land, first of all, you see Mimi attempting to pull Mace off of the ball.
Yeah.
Which is why it seems like Sunray had possession of the ball, but they had already landed. They're already on the ground. So Mimi attempting to pull Mace off of the ball, which makes it look like Sunray has more possession of the ball, is why the Rokkstars thought that Mace tried to steal the ball and fight to the ground. That's not the point. The point that the refs made was the guys had already landed. And when you see him here landed, even though Mimi is attempting at this time to pull Mace off the ball, both receivers have possession of the ball.
So
that means it goes to the tie on the offense, which means Blackout gets 2-point conversion, which is what the refs call. One of the hardest calls to make. I love the fact that everybody's a ref. All these guys are reffing the game. None of them never done it, but all of them are experts. It's like every time you see a strike in baseball, there's 100 umpires in the field, in the stands. There's more umpires on the stands than there is on the field. Same thing.
My thing is, listen, I'm not going to kill people that feel that they saw what they saw, because that happens. We've all been there where we saw our team have a favorable advantage in a play and we feel like it didn't go our way or whatever. Everybody's been there. But at the end of the day, if you look at the play at the proper angle, they both have possession of the ball throughout. And they're both struggling, so it's pretty much a tie going down, and that's ruled to the offense every single time.
14-13. Game is not over though.
Yeah.
So, Rokkstars ball. Mimi's gonna throw in the gap to Ruben. That's gonna be true. That is Ruben's 3rd drop of the game. That's way too many. Way too many drops. This is the same guy that complained the week prior of not getting the ball. Already I've counted Ruben get at least 5 passes. 3 of them he dropped. Second down, Mimi with the pass is blocked by Chris, incomplete. Huge knockdown by Chris. Chris already had several knockdowns in the first half, but these were bigger here because the game is taken away. Third down, Mimi throws Ruben in the gap. The pass is tipped again by Chris, and tip after incomplete. Another huge tip by Chris. Last time at the 10-yard line, Mimi would block it from Shaq. Throws to Sunray in the middle. The pass is low. Sunray makes a catch, but it's tagged short of the first down, turnover on downs. First of all, great play by Sunray.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to get hit on this play.
Yeah.
The man sacrificed his body to make a catch, and it's short. My problem with this, you have 4 plays to get a first down and could not pick up a first down when you're down 1. So before you put up clips and show that you got jerked, let's analyze the game. You was up, you was chasing 1, and you couldn't pick up a first down.
And the thing about it, it's not just that they couldn't pick up the first down. They couldn't move the ball in 3 of the 4 plays.
Correct.
The only time they were able to move the ball was that great catch by Sunray, sacrificing his body to make a play.
After 3 incompletions.
Yes. So Mimi is not giving himself space by rolling
Correct.
out because he's so scared because he's so nervous of Chris's speed,
and his
keeping
arm
him in the
length and
pocket.
his reach. He
Yes,
has long
because
reach.
of that, he's not throwing over Chris. And it's not like Chris is taller than him. He's not. But because of the throws that Mimi is making, Chris is able to make a play on it, and that's the killer for this drive here.
So Blackout get the ball, opportunity to put the game away. They run the ball, game's over. Rokkstars only have 2 timeouts. 2 short runs to kill a clock. 3rd down. Alex throws deep to Mace, 1-on-1 with Mo. Overthrown, incomplete. Blackout has to punt. First of all, 1, terrible call.
Yeah.
It's 3rd down. You already made them use 2 timeouts. You run the ball, then you can do whatever on 4th down. They don't. And this is the problem, the stuff that you killed Alex about, his arrogance. You're only up 1. You want to get another touchdown because you want to prove that this team really can't stay with you. You want to prove that this team is really a liability. Mo is a great defender. He's all on Mace on his route. And it's overthrown. Blackout has to punt. That is a great stop by Rokkstars. Rokkstars get the ball back. Once again, they have to drive. First down, Mimi on 5 rush is sacked by Chris. Nobody stays short. First of all, Mimi attempted to beat Chris running. He's not gonna beat Chris. They call this guy Flash. That's the one thing you're not gonna do.
And not only that, the main thing is it's not necessarily his speed. It's the fact that he takes an angle to go
Correct.
after Mimi. Because Mimi is not necessarily the slowest quarterback on the planet, he can take off at any given moment. Chris knows that, so rather than rush straight in and get caught with a move on the outside, he runs on the side, strafing with Mimi, and is able to get the sack before Mimi can get any yard.
Next play, Mimi on 5 rush, throws the beat throw on the sideline, runs out of bounds for a nice game, picking up the first down, stopping the clock. Remember, Rokkstars have 1 timeout. That is a great play by Pito.
Yeah.
Able to run a route to the outside. Mimi finds him first down. Remember, they have 1 timeout. Mimi on first, after picking up the first down, Mimi on first down has his pass blocked again by Chris. This is Chris, like I think his 6th knockdown of the game.
Yeah.
But 3 on 2 huge drives.
Yes.
Last play of the game, Mimi with blocker from Shaq, throws it up, knocked away, ending the game. Blackout wins the chip in the B division, 14-13. We're going to give you the interview real quick with Ty, Shaq, and Alex, and then we'll come back and wrap it up and say what we thought.
What's going on? Stephen J here with some guys from Blackout. They just won the BQFL championship, 14-13. You can say it, Mike. I got some questions for you, too. I got some questions for you. Al, real quick. No, I want to talk to you for real. Tell me one thing. Let's start with everything. This is an emotional game for you. This is an emotional game for your team. This is an emotional game for the Rokkstars. Tell me, what was this like playing in this atmosphere when y'all both playing for a fallen brother?
It's like both teams wanting it, the grit that both teams have, the emotional past that both teams have with both players. One PD for us, and of course Rokkstars for them. It's emotional. When you both want it, the game slows down. So everything got to be perfect. It can't be perfect, but you just got to grind it out. And then the team that's up, when that whistle blow and it's 0-0 on that clock, so we got to celebrate.
I think this game, Rokkstars gave you one of the biggest challenges you had all season. This game. Tell me about that last play. The play that you throw into the end zone when they figured that Sunray jumped in and picked it off. And they say Mace took it from him. Tell me what you saw in that play.
I ran a play, told Mace if it's a one-on-one, it's going to be outside shoulder. threw it. I seen him catch it, and Sunray jumped on the ball. From my angle, I seen 4 hands on the ball. My knowledge, I know Todd goes to the receiver. So I just turned around. So that's it. That's got to be a touchdown.
You're the top scoring offense in the league, but Rokkstars are the number 3 offense in the league. Your defense held them to 13 points. I've been killing your defense all season. I've called your defense fool's gold. I called them, as I said, there was more hype than what they really are. Coming to playoffs, y'all turned it up. What was the mindset coming into the playoffs after being criticized, even though you had the number 1 defense?
You just gotta turn it up, like you said. Everybody knows a season, you fill teams out. You work on things. So times like this in chip games, you run them. You first 8 games that we played is all field games. Once that first game we played 8th seed, all right, now it's time to turn it up to level 5.
You didn't play great today. So tell me what it's like to see Chris at the ball giver position, neutralize Mimi's running game, neutralize passes at the line. What was it like to see him turn it up at that position today?
When somebody goes to your face and tells you, yo, I got him, you got to put all faith in him. Now you know that's a person that took that position big. So, as you said, every position scout, from my quarterback to his hiker, he played very big. That's why he MVP of the chip game.
I'm not going to lie. I've seen you look like you have more fun throwing than you do playing receiver. Is it time for Alex to transition to a quarterback rather than focus on being a receiver? I've never seen you have as much fun. You have the knowledge. You was behind Brian. You saw all of it before. So should we see Alex throwing in more leagues, possibly traveling to show his talents all over the world? Or y'all going to be known as just a backyard team?
I would love to travel, but I got to get a team.
Right.
Once I get a solid 12 players to say, yo, I'm committed, which is Saturday or Sunday, to travel, we're going to be there.
Right.
We went to LES tournament, went to the Final Four. Unfortunately, a drop caused us the chip, but it's what it is. I'm ready.
Right, he know what I was asking that for. Let me speak, where's Chris? Chris, where you at, Chris? Let me speak to the MVP. I need the MVP real quick. Chris. MVP of the championship game, 14-13 game. I definitely did. They definitely made me look bad. What was your mindset coming into this game at the ball giver position?
The same mindset I come in with every game. I want to catch a pick at giver. So the deflections is just getting closer and closer and closer. Jigga owed me a pick. AB owed me a pick because it's the tip passes that help us, and it stops. So we get stops, offense scores. That's it.
You came in top scoring offense in the league. Offense didn't really produce today. But your defense never complained, never argued, went out and did his job. How was y'all able to keep the mindset when y'all MVP top quarterback wasn't playing the way that you think that he should be playing?
It's about staying together. You can't break down. It's a chip game. You break down in the chip game, it's all over. It's the last game. There is no next week. So you got to stick together. And that's what we've been doing all season. We stuck together. We playing for a reason. We stuck together. We won. That's it.
Lou, I'm glad you're here. AB, I'm glad you're here. First of all, congratulations, Defensive Player of the Year. What it feels like knowing that I criticized your defense and you won Defensive Player of the Year on the top defense in the league.
Yo, all I gotta say is that Fool's Gold looking real good, all right? Dirt, Fool's Gold, man. But seriously though, when people criticize us, it motivates us. So, we try to go out there and prove people wrong.
Lou, tell me something about Blackout that nobody realizes.
We are a family. I said it week 1. I say it week 2. I'm saying it after the chip. We are a family. Blackout on 3, family on 6. Y'all come out as a team. Y'all play as a team. We come out as a family. We play as a band of brothers. Family. It's family first on this side. We play for family. We play as a family.
Last question. What did Rokkstars prove to you today?
That they got hard, man. We knew it, man. When we played them that game in the season and just pulled one off, we knew it was going to be a fight. We know every week is going to be a fight. Thing is, like I said in week 1, and like I said when we played the Shockers, everybody has heart. We just have that much more. That little bit is what gets you chips. That little bit is what makes you the number 1 team. And stop talking about this defense. Stop. Number 1 offense, number 1 defense.
Number 1 team.
Champions. You know what I mean? I
That's
love y'all,
because
but
the hungriest out wasn't in attendance.
facts.
We just want to give a shout out to Rokkstars also. Them guys
yo,
played great,
listen,
man. They was playing for a good cause, and so
this
were
was
we.
a game of fallen soldiers. Unfortunately, it's a game of fallen soldiers, and it was a hell of a game. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Rockstar. We love y'all. We love them.
All right, we're going to thank them for being with us. Congratulations this season. They swept out. They swept out.
Stop calling this a SF Blackout merger. It's Blackout.
Right, he
It's
did tell us
Blackout. You know what I mean? Stephen A.
Congrats to the champs. They did what they choose to do. They said it was going to happen from week 1. They took it all the way now. Even though it came close, they took it away in their backyard. It's time for this team to travel. I'm saying it now. It's time for the teams to travel. They definitely got the money. They definitely got the vehicles. It's about going out your comfort zone. We're going to have to see if they do it. See our guys on the site. What's going on? Stephen J here talking with the defensive captain, Shaq from the Rokkstars. Heartbreaking loss, 14-13. Let's talk about the first thing. This is the highest scoring offense in the league, and you held them to 2 touchdowns. They were scrapping for everything. What was the mindset coming into this game defensively?
Both of their scores was on 4th down, man. We wanted to get them to 4th down every drive. We got them to 4th down. Over there, they caught us slipping, sideline, anticipation is rowdy and all that, they scored. Right here, we called the play, man, but he made a great throw, honestly. It was a great throw in between people. Nothing you can do about that. Alex is a great quarterback, man.
Oh,
my God.
Let's talk about the controversial call. We understand the frustration. They say that Sunray got to the ball first, got the interception. We're gonna look at it on the show. Tell me what you saw in that play.
I'm gonna tell y'all 3 plays that I felt went their way, which wasn't supposed to go that way. Old days, when Ruben caught that touchdown, that's a touchdown in the end zone. He caught it 2 feet, touchdown. He tagged him, then the ball came.
So you think he landed already, made it?
In the old days, that's not a catch. But now, in this BQFL, the way it is now, in the end zone, you catch it, you go down. If he puts you and it come out, that's a touchdown, bro. And then right here, Kyle, the first play, he fell, landed on his butt. That's a catch, man. And then, controversial call. Honestly, Sunray grabbed it. It was on his chest. Mace was like this over there. That's not a tie, bro. That's like Seattle in Green Bay. He had it first, bro. Then he grabbed it over him. It is what it is, man. Ain't nothing we can do about that, man. It was a great game. We lost by 1 point, man.
First of all, I'm gonna be me. No personality, I'm gonna be me. I respect what y'all did this season. I respect what y'all did this game. Now, of course, Rockstar, that's your brother, that's your family. You know him better more than me. But from what I know from the guy right now, bigger than the game, y'all held basically the home team. You had him against the ropes. That's high respect in itself. I just wanted to tell you that personally. I know it's killing you right now. I know it is. What did your quarterback prove to you today?
Man, Mimi's my quarterback, man. He told me the other day he a rock star forever. So that's what it is, man. Rocks up, man. Hard work, dedication, 110%. That's our motto, man.
The biggest thing I want to ask about is the maturity. I know y'all from back on the No Remorse days. That call, certain calls, would have ended the game, anything in general. How did y'all come to the team that's now? People used to label y'all knuckleheads, thugs. Now you're labeled as a team. And now, not just a team, a top team. How was y'all able to transition to that now?
Hard work, man, dedication, man. It ain't the same guy. We grown men now, man. At the end of the day, and Fish is my guy. So, honestly, if it was somebody else, I could have been like, it probably would have went a different way. But Fish is my guy, and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't cheat. And it just went their way, man. It's just a lot of 50-50 calls that went their way, and I don't understand it, but I guess it is what it is.
Last question. What is your brother right now? Rockstar, your brother right now, thinking of you right now.
He's smiling, man. He's smiling, man. He's going to tell us that we got to do it again. And I'm going to continue doing it until we get it. And then once we get it, it's come second nature to get more. Once you get 1, get 2, get 3, get 10. Let's get it, man. Rokkstars is here to stay, man. And we're going to be going to different leagues. We out here, man. We got the guys. We got enough players that's going to go out there and give 110%. Oh, man, Blackout, man.
Bro, I want to thank Shaq for being with us because this is tough, bro.
Respect y'all, man. Respect y'all. Thanks for coming to cover our games.
And, I'm going to be a man. I'm going to apologize because after the first game, I said, I don't think this team is going to survive. And you went to a championship and lost by 1 point. That's why you're tearing up right now.
Same time, same game before we lost.
Lost by 1.
So we lost to this team by 2 points total, 2 games, man.
Thank you, brother. I love you, man.
You already know.
What's going on? Stephen J, Real Tough Talk, here with Ty, coach of the Rokkstars, who lost a heartbreaking championship, 14-13. Let's just talk about the elephant in the room. The controversial play that comes down to the play with Sunray and Mace. Tell me what you thought happened.
I honestly thought Sunray beat him to the ball, and he had it. I mean, there's nothing else you can say. It's a good call. The ref made the call. It is what it is, man. We got to live with that.
What was the strategy coming into this game? That's the top scoring offense in the league, and you held them to 2 touchdowns. Had Alex not looking like Alex today. What was the game plan?
You got to make Alex hit a moving target. We had to make him hit a moving target, and he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Team doesn't really. You kept the team controlled all season, but this is a game that we expected the team to lose it. They didn't. Even after that controversial call, guys stood it. How was you able to keep the guys disciplined this season?
Maturity. I mean, several years back, we would have lost it, and we'd lost the game, period. Maturity. That's it. We'll be back, though.
Tell me about that's another thing. Your quarterback. What did Mimi prove to you this season and this game?
Tough. Tough kid. It's tough. We'll be back. You will see the Rokkstars again.
Last question. What do you think Rocky in heaven is thinking right now watching us?
He's proud of us. He's proud of us. We came out here, we fought, and we fought, and we fought. We just came up short. But
we're going to thank them for being with us, Ty, with a heartbreaking loss, but he definitely got a lot of respect on Rokkstars' name, man. We appreciate him. We talk to y'all later.
First thing I want to say, it takes a big man to do an interview after a loss of a chip game.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Reggie do it in the UFL after a devastating 3rd loss in the championship game.
Yeah.
After winning the quarterback of the year. No, he won offensive player of the year.
Offense, I think.
After winning offensive player of the year. So we seen Quick do it earlier after playing bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we love people that's willing to face the camera in the loss as they would have in a win. Everything I said to Shaq, I meant.
Mm-hmm.
I respect this man. I respect Sunray. I've seen these guys come up as knuckleheads, as guys that I didn't want to do their game, to guys that I generally got love for, especially after seeing their brother go. Shaq didn't make no excuses. He said there was certain calls that was controversy, but he didn't make no excuses. He didn't say the refs lost us this game. He didn't say they robbed us. He took the loss.
Yeah.
Coach Ty, same thing.
Yeah.
There's a play he thought he didn't agree with, but he took the loss. That is what men do. That is what I've lost games that was controversial call. You've been there.
Mm-hmm.
You had opportunities to win this game. Several opportunities. You held the best scoring offense to 14 points.
I would go even further than that. I believe that this team threw away this game. They had the opportunity in their hands to win this game because Blackout, with all of their arrogance and everything, was giving them the opportunity to say, here, we give you the ball. You try to score
twice.
That's pretty much what Blackout was saying. And they couldn't get it done. They pretty much handed you the ball and said, you are not going to score on us. That was pretty much what Alex said when he went deep on 4th down.
On third down.
Yeah, on 3rd down. He was trying to pretty much disrespect this team.
Correct.
So they're supposed to take that personal and have that fire in them to make all the plays that they can on these drives. To heck with all of the other plays, all calls or whatever. There was no controversial calls on the last 2 drives. This is all them. And they couldn't get it done. So I'm not going to kill them and say, oh, that they played bad or anything like that. This was a close game. This was a battle. But when the chips were put on your table they were not able to come home with it. And that's the most unfortunate thing to say. But if you look at the game, the way I did, that's the only conclusion I could come up with.
And Blackout won this game. They were the best team in the league. They were undefeated. And they won the game that they had to win. Did they give the Rokkstars opportunities? Absolutely. You wouldn't want it any other way as far as a game. But down 7, they scored right when they had to score. And if you look at, like I said, that last drive on this free play, this is a huge play where they did not know where they was at.
Yeah.
They missed the sack, and they allowed Chris to get wide open. That is a huge play on that drive. 4th down, the short pass to Meek, that is a miscommunication on that play. That Meek is wide open on 4th down. Mm-hmm. And on the 2-point conversion, if Sunray's able to knock the ball down, then they're up 1.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that was probably a difference maker in that game. They're worried about, okay, they caught the ball and they didn't get the play to the play that favors their side. But at the end of the day, if Sunray knew where he was and what the situation was, he would knock this play down. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. Mind you, there's a possibility that they would have came away with the win. Who knows?
So basically, you had 3 huge plays that you had to make on one drive. We're not even talking about the rest of the game.
Yeah.
We're talking about when you were up by 7, you had 1 play and 3 opportunities that you did not make. The big play that Chris got when they went for a free play, the big 4th down touchdown to Meek where he's wide open and they don't communicate, and the ball that Sunray was not able to knock down. That's all on one drive. Do you hold your head down if you're Rokkstars? Absolutely not. Nobody expected you to be here, and you showed that you're a formidable team that can run with everybody. This was one of the most exciting games that I've seen.
Yeah.
Now on Blackout side, these guys are the champ. I called this defense fool's gold.
Yeah.
I said that they're not able to put games away. This offense went 2 for 6. They scored twice on 6 possessions. A team that scores 25 points a game, practically rounded off 26 points a game, scored 14 points.
Yeah.
But their defense was able to stop an offense that averages 22 points a game. Mm-hmm. They held them to 13.
Yeah.
They kept their offense 2 for 5. They made the stops when they had to make the stops. That is a great defense.
And do you remember who...
And Chris...
Yeah, I was just about to get there.
Who we're going to get now won the MVP at the ball-given position. And on both sides, the guy caught a touchdown.
Yeah.
Had 2 big, huge sacks, 7 knockdowns, 3 on 2 huge possessions. They won this on defense. He won this playing defense, and that's why they're the champs.
And the fact that you win championship MVP at the giver position.
Correct.
That's unheard of. You know, that just shows the effort that he put into this game. Not only on offense, but making sure that Mimi was never comfortable in the pocket, was never, confident throughout the game. Because one thing about Mimi, he is a momentum quarterback. He is a quarterback that moves in rhythm. Like, if you keep him out of rhythm, he's not going to play at his best, and we saw that throughout this game. And that was all Chris is doing, always staying in front of him, knocking down passes, and getting some sacks in the game. So, well-deserved championship MVP.
Bottom line, we went through some of the videos, show you them Blackout taking a championship picture. Throughout the games, you got to see, the award winners and the championship pictures after each game. You see Blackout turn out. Great season. I was a little frustrated with the way the championship game went down. Out of control. At the end of the day, listen, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect at ref. I'm not a perfect commissioner. And you're going to get things. But it was just the things that was said. Let me tell you something. as far as this show, people like to say that I'm a fan of the game or I'm a fan of a team and I need to sign. I'm going to address this now. First of all, I love everybody. I don't hang with nobody. I come to the game, I do my job, I go home. The show, me and you come together, 10, 12, 15 hours recording. Then you have to take another 10, 11, 12 hours editing.
Yeah.
It's work.
Yeah.
We're not doing this to be fans of anybody. We're a fan of the game. I'm a fan of the game. You'll see me say, wow, sometimes because I think it's amazing the things I'm seeing these guys do. But I don't care who wins. I don't care who loses. I don't favor anybody. I don't hang with nobody. I got a lot of people I'm cool with, but I'm not best friends with nobody. You don't see me hang with nobody. You don't see anybody spending time with my family, my kids and stuff like that. So I'm not a fan of nobody. I'm a fan of football. And we try to bring the best product to the game that we can. You know, Darren brought us in. We had a great time doing it, and we worked. A show went up every week, no matter what. This is why we shut down the A division. You get tired of the arguing. You get tired of the prima donnas. You get tired of everybody think that they're bigger than the Shield, which is the UFL Shield. We're talking about our league. We're talking about Real Tough Talk in general. Once this becomes work, it's not worth doing. People think that refs, because they get paid, are supposed to get bashed. Would you allow your boss to disrespect you at work? No, because he's paying you. No. And the guys. It's a shame that we lose big games because guys make excuses for why they lost. That's why I respect the hell out of Shaq and Ty, because neither one of them made a mistake. Made an excuse on why they lost. And if you see Alex and them, Alex gave respect. Luke gave respect to the Rokkstars because they know they dodged a bullet to win this championship.
Yeah. And obviously, they're not going to admit it on the field, like directly in front of them during the game. Like, oh, we almost lost that game or whatever. You're not going to admit that on the field to the other team. But understand that they knew that they could have walked home with nothing in this game. They knew that. So that's why they had to end the game as strong as they possibly could. But at the end of the day, like, there's always going to be comments where certain people will say, oh, like, certain refs are favoring this, certain refs are doing that, certain refs are getting paid off. I hate conspiracy theories. I hate things where people assume things without having any proof or any type of reasoning to bring it up. Some people just love controversy. Some people favor controversy. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I respect guys who argue calls. Listen.
We're not saying argue.
Yeah. You can argue a call. You can hate a call. You can say, oh, the refs suck on the field. But keep it on the field because nobody's taking this home. At the end of the day, everybody got work. Everybody got kids. Everybody got things that they worry about outside of this field. So once the game is over, don't hold on to it because nobody's getting paid extra. Nobody's getting paid or to shaft anybody or whatever. Listen. Regardless of what you think about any ref out there, understand that being in a position as a ref is really difficult. It really is. And there's certain calls that's harder on these refs than it is in the NFL. It's hard to judge a tag when all you have to do is judge a tackle.
Especially
understand that
when you're not a ref that's going to go to Cleveland do the game and now you're flying to Miami.
Yeah.
These are guys you got to see every day.
Yeah.
These are guys you see in other leagues. So when you make a mistake, it's tough because these are the same guys, your peers that you got to face. So every rep that goes out there does the best job that they can because these are the same guys you're going to see every every weekend of the year. Football is year round. So, a lot of disrespectful stuff was said.
Listen,
after the game, and a lot of things that I took personal because it was an attack on my character. I'm never going to sit down, and unless I feel threatened and I got to protect myself, I let people air out, say what they got to say. But the amount of criticism and the disrespect that was said about the commissioner, about myself, about the refs, kind of took away from me the joy of the whole season. Was there blown calls? Absolutely. I've blown calls that you came on the show and said it. And you're my brother.
Yeah.
But the disrespect is what made me not want to do it. That's why I said in the UFL, if it's the same thing, I'd rather bury it, Because it's not fun anymore.
Listen, I'm not even going to get into that because we've had this conversation or we've mentioned this topic. We've touched on this topic many times already. It's exhausting. I'm just glad that we got to see some great games in this last week of football in the BQFL. I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it. You know, a lot of guys enjoyed the season. A lot of guys showed us love. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to waste my positive energy on certain topics like this because me personally, and I'm sure you probably felt this way at the end of the day, you've gotten more love than hate at the end of the day.
Correct.
It is what it is. There's certain people that's going to disagree with you. That's life. But at the end of the day, I came to enjoy some football, and I think that that's exactly what we got.
And I agree. And we'll wrap this up. I just said the disrespect kind of put the stain on the game and the excuses of you lost because of this in any division. The reason you lost because of the ref, and we broke down games, why these teams lost. And they had several opportunities to put the game away. You never want it to be a close game that it comes on a call.
Yeah.
If you score when you're supposed to, if you stop when you're supposed to, then it won't be one call. But at the end of the day, it's over. You know, we thank the BQFL. Are we doing it again? We really don't know. You know, we play everything by ear.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to, I'm a little more, I have a little more feelings towards the game than you do.
Yeah.
Because I'm on all sides as far as commentating, as far as reffing, and I'm a fan of the game. And when you go through certain things you go through, you rather be home with your kids than being out there or just reffing the game and going home. That's my issue. I'm not saying I'm going to stop reffing.
Listen, I am not going to be one to, outweigh the positive with the negative because I enjoy what I do. The work is time consuming, but I believe it's worth it. But after a while, when do you think is a time where someone just gives up and says, you know what, that's enough?
When I played, once I didn't want to, once you don't want to do it no more, you're tired of your body hurting. You're tired of when it starts feeling like more work than is reward, you walk away. And that's when I walked away from playing.
Mm-hmm. So I respect that. So pretty much when this doesn't feel fun anymore, that's when, the interest in the game is taken away, And sometimes when you're worried about all of this off-field stuff, that's exactly what happens. So at the end of the day, appreciate the game that we have.
Correct.
Because it's not going to be there forever.
Anyway, we want to thank everybody, man. Listen, we appreciate y'all being with us. We hope we gave y'all an amazing season. We hope we gave y'all a good time.
Yeah. And I hope y'all enjoyed that little, rant at the end.
Yeah, we just had to let it know because this is it. This is it. The season's over.
Yeah.
We hope y'all watch us in UFL. Definitely got a great season going on. We got 12 teams in that B division. It's going to be great. And the ideas I'm going with, hopefully it could regenerate the game where I'm trying to take it. And I'm we're stepping on a limb right here, what we're doing in this league. Yeah. But that remains to be seen. We're not going to get in there. We're going to wrap this up with the BQFL. We want to thank all the teams that allowed us to be a part of it. We want to thank the BQFL commissioner, the assistant commissioner, Darren and Isaiah for allowing us to be a part of this league. We want to thank y'all guys for bringing us with y'all. It was a great run. Congratulations to the champs. C2 champs, Power Circle. C champs, East New York. And B champs, Blackout.
Yeah.
We're going to see y'all in the UFL coming soon. Thank y'all on behalf of Real Tough Talk. I'm Stephen J. As always, my partner Ghost. We'll see y'all next time on Real Tough Talk. We out of here.
We'll take it. We'll post it up. Yeah, I got you. We'll take all of it. All right, we take it like 3, so y'all don't move.
I'm recording video anyway, so go ahead.
Wait.
Wait till you put most overrated team, you heard? Most overrated team, you heard?
Y'all ready?
Overrated champ. Put Fool's Gold.
10-0-1, baby. 1. Don't move.
How many games you started on time?
2. Hold on.
What is that pot?
Yo, take a pick up these. Take a pick up the
Yo, boy, you said
one more
for Android?
Thank you, fellas.
Android.